Isolation Nation. Very excited to be here today. Sylvester Stallone. England couldn't be here today, so he asked me to fill in. And I'm very excited because I always wanted to be part of a foreign team. I always wanted to get out there, do a couple rounds, part of a team. And people always ask me, how many legs does a tripod have? And I'm like, 4? Why have I been proven right after all these years? And so I'm very excited to introduce to you now the second leg of a 4-legged quarantine. Steve Hofstead, everybody!
Well, someone found the features on their new webcam.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even tech savvy at all.
Well, it's good to be here. Some of us just got back from the protest. I will say, based on my social media, the more that people say all lives matter, the more they are proving themselves wrong. I will say it was
slam. If that's a Stallone slam, I take personal offense to that.
It is. I know better than to hit someone who's already punch drunk. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support the show, please do so. But this is the stuff of nightmares. If you want to support the show, please.
I want to say also, let me just say then, since you talked about the protest, Steve and I and Rachel were just out there and had an incredible day. Very moving, very beautiful. Like, I think it was probably over 100,000 people, but easily bigger than the crowd there was last week in Hollywood. Amazing, peaceful, beautiful, people handing out oranges and Capri Suns, fighting for human rights. It was an incredible thing to be part of, and I hope everybody goes out there and does something, says something, stands up, posts something, just do something in solidarity. If we all get on board, then we can create real lasting change, because you can't fight everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll probably talk more about it throughout the show. If you want to support the show, you can do so. Top right is our Venmo. You can PayPal at laughfromhome.com, or, of course, you can Super Chat. We always appreciate the Venmo and the PayPal a little bit more, so YouTube doesn't take all the money. And, of course, Facebook stars and other super hearts on Twitter. We don't even know what the fuck's going on. The point is, we appreciate your support of the show. And if you want to continue to, that would be great. And, ladies and gentlemen, the third leg of our 4-legged quadrupod. Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris Bowers.
Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm fresh off being a GIF, which I really liked. Thank you to Gary for making that GIF of me eating the hot dog yesterday. It was, I should have quit when I was ahead. I shouldn't have done the second hot dog. I'm pretty upset about that. The first one went so perfectly. I should have just hit my half-court shot and been done, but I tried to be better and whatever. But it's still a hilarious GIF, and I'm excited to eat a hot dog that fast. So thanks for showing up.
Howard, it's an exciting moment for you, but just so you know, you could have become a GIF years earlier if you just keep going like that.
That's how Kim Kardashian got famous, right? So anyway, I should have done that earlier, I guess. Anyway, Queen Rachel's here too. Queen, how you doing? How are you?
Good.
Surviving?
So Zara and I decided to get haircuts, everybody, and we're revealing it on today's show. Zara, can't wait to see yours.
This is awesome. We're so glad to have special guest Joan Jett here with us. We're really excited for Queen Joan. I love rock and roll. We're happy to have you, Rachel. Thanks for the whatever the hell that is. Do we have any chats already? Do we have anything coming in?
We have some Facebook stars, Gabby Guzman and Ismael Rodriguez. So thanks, guys.
Thank you much.
We did not have an overnight game last night. As much as I went on Twitter, I did not see an overnight game, so I don't know if I missed it, but I didn't see one. So I think we'll just talk about today's game. Ben, were you in on that text? You want to tell us about today's game?
Oh, yeah. I'm very excited to tell you about today's game, you guys. Thanks for asking, Bowers. Tell me when you want me to do it, and I'll go ahead and do that.
How about right now?
Oh, was that the cue?
Yeah, that was the cue, yeah.
I understand. Okay. Today's game, you guys.
When I'm not completely obvious, people miss the cues. That's why I'm so fucking obvious and terrible about it. But then,
hey, Bowers, don't interrupt. He's telling us the game.
Yeah, what? You want me to do the game? I'm sending a real mixed message here. Anyway,
what's the game, Ben?
You want the game? You want me to do the game?
I would like to do the game now, Ben. Yes, please.
Okay, I
Wait,
love
Powers,
that.
can you tell us the game?
Here, you want Bowers introduce the game? That's no problem. Stand by. All right, here we're going to go. Here. I'm very excited. I shouldn't have done 2 hot dogs. Should have done 1 hot dog. Taught me turn into a gift by sucking wiener dick. You don't do it twice. You do it 1 time. That's the way you do it. What's that? Earlier today, somebody told me there was franks and beans in a bucket. I was like, oh! Don't believe it. Anyway, today's game, very excited about it. Today's game is very excited about today's game. Today's game is going to be, the show's got hosts. We got 4 hosts on the show. 3 of us are hosts that talk a lot, and 1 host tries to get us to talk less, and that's the 4 of us. Okay, so that's the host of Quarantine. So we're going to make band names out of the Quarantine. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Band names for the hosts. All right? So, Steve, you have an example?
Yeah. How about just Queen?
I like that. All lives matter. I love that. Black lives matter. Gay lives matter. All lives matter. I love that. But I didn't mean to say it in the way that you're not supposed to say it. The point is, I respect everybody. Equality for everybody. I didn't mean to do that while I'm Bowers. I didn't mean to say something under.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
What was that just now? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to edit out the last 60 seconds of the show. We're so happy to have you here.
The boy was awkward because you said something for gay rights. I was trying to embrace gay rights. I didn't want to make a joke about your Queen jokes. I was trying to embrace it. But then, look, I just embrace the suck, you guys. Sometimes.
You know what? You guys, okay, good sound check. Should we start the show?
Absolutely. Glebe's not here. He's fucking never here for sound check. What the fuck?
All right, the game. If you want to participate in the game, here's how it works. So it's a band name for any of us, or for the show for all of us, etc. However you want to do it. And the way you submit to the game, you just put it in the comments. Anyone can submit to the game, but if you want a chance to win the prize, which is a copy of all of our albums, as well as a ticket to the front row and a ticket to the Nowhere Comedy Club, you can submit your entry with $5 or more, and then it is entered to actually win. And then, oh my God, Bowers, what do you have?
Hey, what's up, Isolation Nation? I just want to say that.
Why do you have a framed picture of Ben? Fuck this invitation. I want to know this first. Why do you have a framed picture of Ben?
That's amazing.
I have a framed pictures of a bunch of people on my wall over here.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's impressive.
How low-tech Bowers' effects are is just a picture frame of me and my ex-girlfriend, Christy.
Yeah.
I met Chrissy, actually. I met her through Ben, so I appreciate
That's right.
Ben.
That's right. Christy
So
dumped me,
being
and
a dick about it.
yeah, she dumped me. She said I ate too healthy, and she wanted somebody that was on the hot dog train.
She likes to be
I
smashed.
have never
during sex.
been
That's what
more
it is.
confused. All right.
All right. Well, hey, why don't we introduce the front row at this point? I think we're ready for that at this point, right? So
Absolutely.
we've got a great front row today. A bunch of our Patreons are here. Some of the people that aren't Patreons. Hang on. Here we go. Gallery view. All right. So we've got Zara from the Patreon. We've got Tan from the Patreon. We've got Frank. We've got Shannon. We've got Ron. We've got you guys should know your names, goddammit. Ariam. We've got Jessica. We also have Razvan's here, and so is Lola, and so hey, and they're all headbands. I don't know. It's a workout outside. Are you guys trolling me because I'm fat? Is that what this is? Is this fat shaming?
I'm so confused. You guys are all working out. And then, well, no, Frank's just doing a nice thing. And then I'm so confused. You guys are both like being yoga people, but then also making fun of my YouTube somehow. I'm so confused.
I don't know what. I just got up for a second because Henry was barking. I came back, and what has happened?
I was here the whole time, and I'm asking the same question.
I also want to announce we have three new Patreons at the at the Isolation Nation level. Jan Johnson, thank you. Julie Saunders and Cassandra Campbell, all new Patreons. So thanks, guys, for the Patreon. Appreciate that. You can always patreon.com sorry, Ben, SDSC. SDSC.
Is this all Psycho Yoga Killer? This is amazing. Psycho Yoga Instructor. This is amazing. Ding, 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 ding. I honestly forgot I was in that movie. I'll be honest with you. I completely forgot I was in that movie.
Oh, great.
Incredible.
This is wonderful.
Headband Steve Nation. I like it.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Wow.
Headband Steve should have saved the day at the end of the movie. Absolutely. That's what
I
should
honestly
happen.
thought he was gonna.
Like he was just he was embedded in the yoga class as an FBI agent. Like he was just the whole time.
Today's overnight game was get prepared to embody Steve's character. I love it. It's pretty amazing.
I love it.
I am impressed at the coordination that took.
It's really, really hilarious. We also have two great comedians. We have Dwayne Perkins back. Say hello, Dwayne. How are you, buddy?
Hey, what's up, guys? Just let me add watch Psycho Yoga Killer to my things to do list here. I'm making sure. I know that was a thing, but I'm definitely gonna watch that. And I'm feeling good. And I love you guys, and I love you so much that I actually turned away from a Downton Abbey marathon to be with you.
I love how your brick wall improves every time you're on the show. It gets better.
It was construction paper in the beginning. Remember?
I know. I remember. Yeah. Now it's got a spotlight. You're going brick wall crazy. We also have. Yes.
Wait, before you do, I just want to say to Dwayne, I'm actually coming to you from a Downton Abbey marathon. So.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Nice. I love that show.
We also have Leah Mansfield here. Say hello, Leah. How are you?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. How is everybody? I know you were expecting a woman, and now there's a 12-year-old paper boy. Yes, that's me. Woo.
Well, we're almost back in the Great Depression, so a paper boy is appropriate.
Honestly, yes.
Rex, to read all about it, society falls apart.
Read all about it. Society's going back to paper. Yeah.
That's right. And guys, I have a special guest to introduce you to as well. He doesn't often stay in my lap, so I have to take advantage of the moment. My new dog, you guys. Look at my new dog.
Oh, he's so precious.
Hi,
Puppy.
Look at that.
Very nice.
I know, but Henry got the world's biggest haircut, and I barely recognize him.
Yeah. I didn't know if that was a joke or you did get a new dog. I'm like, that does not look like Henry Horse. Right? You got a Ben Glebe level haircut. Like that's exactly how much different you look. Your haircut.
that haircut is
it's Hank Pony.
right. That haircut is so severe. I thought maybe he went through a breakup. You know what I mean? Like,
does your dog have bangs? That's crazy.
You have that photo behind you?
Yeah, this is. I just said, you know what? I'm gonna join in. If you guys are gonna troll me, I'm gonna troll me right back. So, the way Dwayne, since you haven't seen the movie, this is what I looked like in it.
Nice.
The redhead one, not the woman.
Right.
He also has a headband on in the movie, a big white headband on the movie.
Is my part of my? I don't. You know. I really don't know. Is it a comedy or?
No.
Intentionally?
Right.
No, my part is I'm the comic relief.
Okay.
I'm the comic relief in a yoga thriller. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
The sentence that should be said, dude. This might be what started to unwind society. Comic relief in a yoga thriller, and then pandemic, and then civil unrest. You might have been the what's it called? The chaos
catalyst. The
catalyst. Yes.
Yeah, like the butterfly that flapped its wings.
Yes.
In Indonesia. Yeah.
What my shirt looks like for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I mean,
Wait, what's great about the movie is that it's a 2-hour movie, and for the first hour and 40, there's no psycho. That's just yoga, and then he gets weird like an hour 40. The last 20 minutes is kind of a thriller,
Guys,
but the
you
first
read the
hour
title
40
wrong.
is just a yoga show. It's hilarious.
They misprinted it. It's psycho, comma, yoga, comma, instructor. Those are
Right,
three
right.
separate things.
If you think about it, aren't all of us psycho in our own way? Hard skin under my fingertips.
Nice.
Well, Ben found a new toy, and we're never going back. I don't think we're ever going back.
I feel the movie Parasite took from Psycho Yoga Instructor, because Parasite was like a fun movie for the first hour. It was just, these guys have, they're doing this little thing. They're tricking these people. And then people started getting stabbed about an hour in. So similar format.
Ben, are we going to start advertising special guests again, and you just put a different camera on and pretend to be that person for the whole show?
Also,
about it.
Ben, your mic is clipping. Just a heads up. It keeps going silent.
Clipping.
Only when you're doing the faces, by the way. That's what's weird.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Rachel, wife Steve, or Ben figures that out. Do we have anything coming in so far? We got any tips to catch up on before we get to our first comic?
We do. We actually had an anonymous $200 donation to the show, and it was on behalf of anyone who has lost a loved one recently.
That is very, very sweet, and thank you for doing that, especially because the Martin Grant is a memory of my dad. So thanks for doing that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do we have anything else coming in?
We had a couple, some Facebook stars: Paige Valentine, Paul Williams, and Danielle O.
Awesome. Thank you for the Facebook stars. We're still narrowing down their exact value. It is somewhere between $1 million and a rock. So we're not quite sure. Facebook's level of transparency is aluminum foil.
Well, a rock and a star are the same. A rock is just a star that's fallen from the heavens. Weird.
Right.
You ridiculous Cage.
Yes.
Well, it's Nick Cage's voice, but still Ben's thoughts somehow. That's the weird part.
We'll take a crossbow and I will find you.
All right, let's get to our first comic. I'm very excited. He's a returning champion. He's been on a few times. You've loved him. He's got 2 books out. One's called Zombie Run. One's called Hot Chocolate for the Mind. Here's a funny, very, very funny Dwayne Perkins.
Thank you guys. Thank you. And by the way, I know not all white people look alike, but I didn't know that was Nicolas Cage I thought it was John Wick.
Me neither.
I thought it was Keanu Reeves for a second. So, but as soon as they said it, I was like, of course. Thank you for having me, guys. And I haven't been able to text everyone back and call everyone back, so I'll do it here. All my white friends who've called or texted in the last 2 weeks, thank you. I'm okay. I'm doing well. I haven't had this many white people call me since I had those John Mayer tickets. So it's been it's been great. Now, I don't know how you're spending your quarantine. At the beginning of the quarantine, everyone had like grandiose plans. We're gonna do this and do that, and most of us did none of it. I think the problem is you have to treat your time like YouTube and not like Instagram. So that's the way they get you. Yeah. Instagram is like the 99-cent store of social media, right? Like you walk into a 99-cent store, everything's $1, and you're like, oh, it's only $1. But then you spend $200, and you're like, shit, how did I spend $200? And that's what Instagram is. Everything is a minute, but you've been on it for 4 hours because you've been watching a minute by minute by minute thing. YouTube is a better situation because YouTube you can learn. I got a buddy just built a deck. Like, what? He just followed YouTube and built a deck. Like, whatever you need is on YouTube. Like, if you grew up and you didn't know your father, don't hire an investigator. Go to YouTube and type. Go to YouTube and type "my daddy," and I promise you, your dad will pop up doing a nay-nay. He's there. He's on YouTube. Nay-nay. YouTube is amazing. My air conditioner wasn't working recently, right? So I went to the manufacturer's website. Nothing. I couldn't figure out. They made it. They had nothing for me. I go to YouTube. Right? I go to YouTube. I type in "my AC," and 3 or 4 guys pop up teaching me how to fix my air conditioner. Yeah, one of the videos was in my apartment. I was like, It's like, thanks, 3 or 4 guys. I really appreciate it. But then my next question was, who asked you to do this? Like, why was this your responsibility? That's what I don't get. Like, what did you wake up at 2 a.m. in a cold sweat? Like, oh my gosh, there's people like that don't fix the air conditioner filter. I've got to do a video. Like, anything in the world you need, someone else in the world just said, I got it. I'll do a video for you. I find that to be amazing. Like, literally, you could go to YouTube and type in, how do I wipe my butt? And some guy will pop up like, hey guys, Jack Morris here. Please subscribe below. A lot of people ask me, say, Jack, how do I wipe my butt? Well, it's real simple. Here's what you're going to need. Some toilet paper and a butt. Follow me, guys. Like, listen, I know that's pretty ridiculous, but understand, I just said that to be silly. But then just to make sure, I typed that in. I went to YouTube. I typed in, how do I wipe my butt? Okay. And 5 legitimate videos popped up. Like, no joking, just 5 instructional. And my thing is, when you make that video, who are you making it for? Like, who do you think needs it? Like, who in the world knows how to read and write, owns a computer, but also doesn't know how to wipe their butt? Like, who? I want to see that Venn diagram. But you know, I figured out when you make that video, here's what's really going on. When you make that video, what's happening is, because I'm a bit of a detective. So in your personal life, you have a friend who kind of smells bad. That's what's really happening, and you don't know how to tell them. Like, all the friends of, I don't want to tell them. You tell them. I don't want to tell them. So that's a hard conversation to have. So instead of having that conversation man to man, you go through the whole trouble of making this video. So next time you see that friend, you're like, yo, Phil, how's it going, man? Yo, you see my video? Oh, it's going viral, man. You got to check it out, man. Look, check it out. Check it out. Look. Now, Phil, is this how you wipe your butt? Is this how you do it, Phil? Is this your strategy? Is that how you wipe your butt, Phil? And I'll say one more thing before I leave. I'm just sort of thinking out loud here. I'll say this. I see everyone dressed like a yoga instructor. That's pretty cool. And lately, there's the Peloton bike, there's the Nordic bike, there's the Mirror. Like, every 5 years, they'd have another way to work out that happens to cost $1,000. You know what I mean? Like, and what I'm saying, let's go back to Rocky. Think about Rocky 3 and Rocky 4. Rocky 3, right? Stallone, Rocky was all, glamorous. He was fancy, and Mr. T beat him. And Mr. T was doing chin-ups in a closet somewhere in a basement, right? And then Rocky 4, Rocky had to go to Siberia to train, and right. And Drago's got all the high-tech stuff, but Rocky went to the snow in Siberia. He's dragging logs. He's running in the snow. So just think about that. Like, in all those cases, the person who wins is the person who has the least equipment, who just goes to the heart. So if you want to get in shape, move to Siberia, I guess is what I'm saying. That's my time. I'm Dwayne Perkins. Thank you, guys.
Dwayne Perkins, yes.
Dwayne Perkins, everybody. Dwayne Perkins. How dare you make fun of my YouTube videos? How dare you? This is real. Just Googled it. Came up. Sent true. This woman over here thought she was doing like print work. Like, this woman. This is a woman who responded to a Craigslist ad and thought it was for Preparation H or something, and then it's for this. That's what this was.
It's like a Fiverr. She did a Fiverr.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to tip Dwayne, please do so. The way you do that, you can tip at PayPal is at laughfromhome.com. You can Venmo, top right of the screen. You could super chat, or of course you can just subscribe to his very informative YouTube channel and learn how to wipe.
Yes.
So yeah, tip jar is open. Still can't hear you, Ben.
Oh no, I know you're saying great stuff too, because you got the Rocky thing on.
Yeah. All right. This is why we sound check.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There we go.
Can.
Okay. I don't know what happened, but let me just say, I love the end of the act, especially. Let me just say, it really helps. You don't have to go to Siberia. You can just punch meat, okay? You can punch meat, okay? And then the other thing I was, All right, as I love the beginning of the act because I don't know how to wipe my butt. Okay. You know, there's videos on YouTube. Okay.
Right.
Thanks a lot.
Rachel, what do we got coming in?
What do we got, Rach?
Yeah, so we've got Ron Wayner in a live audience tipped Dwayne $10 and said, "Dwayne, stop telling everyone how to do my job, please."
Thank
We
you.
had Jess in our live audience tip $10. Renee H tipped $10 for Dwayne.
Thank
Did I
you.
hear you have John Mayer tickets?
Right. Oh boy, my stupid mouth has got me in trouble.
That was a John Mayer lyric, if you didn't know it.
Right.
I'm a fan of his music.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
We have
Hello, John Mayer! Yeah.
All right. Savannah Martin tipped Dwayne $10.74. Zara 20
Nice.
Aussie. Dwayne, that was a hilarious set.
Nice.
Instructional videos on wiping your butt have nothing on a video on how to clean. What is that?
I knew
Zara?
it.
Tapier.
Ta-
Tapier.
Tapir. A tapir's D?
A tapir's dick. A tapir is an animal.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's yeah. Why would you have to do that? Why would you have to clean one? Oof. Huh?
Hold on, I'll turn my mic up.
'Cause it's-
After you milk it, you have to clean it. They're quite large. They're about 19 inches long. Big dick.
Whoa.
That's true. That's 100%
Favorite
true.
personal animal.
Hold on, I thought you said large.
You beat me to that joke, man. I'm so mad.
After you jerk it off, you don't have to clean it. That's 100% true.
You don't want a bunch of dirty dick tapirs running around. That'd be awful.
By the way, the Dirty Dick Tapirs are playing next week at the Roxy.
Also,
Yes.
sometimes before I get on a phone call with somebody, I say, "With this, I might be tapy for quality assurance." That's it.
Boo.
Don't make me come down there and treat you. I used to have to clean mixed dick when we were training. Let me just say, where you live, all right, Steve? You would say, "Get him, Rocky! Get him, Rocky!" And I'd be like, "I'm trying to get him, okay?" You understand? Okay, good. Talk about something else. Don't keep looking at me.
Rachel, you have the power.
All right, so we have Chris Jacobs, 10 Canadian, tip for Dwayne, and we're caught up.
Nice.
Thank you.
Awesome. Dwayne, when we ran out of toilet paper, I started doing the flushable wipes, and I'm never going back. It's like talking about wiping your butt. It changed my whole life, really.
Oh, absolutely. I also have a bidet, like not in the toilet, but you can buy a portable bidet, and those are pretty on point as well.
Is that a squirt gun? What's a portable bidet? What are you talking about?
More or less, yes. It's like a squirt gun.
Just remember those old super soakers? It's a little tough because you have to pump it first.
But it's shaped in such a way that you know.
Oh,
Nope.
got it. All right.
No joke, but my brother wanted for his birthday this year a bidet for his bathroom. That's what I got him. A friend of mine owns a install in the toilet bidet company, but it's like $100 or something, and you can get a bidet put in your toilet for $100
not?
you do it yourself.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. I just think, to me, I don't know how every bidet can hit every person in the exact right place.
Exactly right.
I think you got to put your butt over the stream. There's some work on your part. I mean,
Right.
you got to do something.
Right.
Also,
think it's
most
like a
people's buttholes are on the bottom.
Right.
That's where I keep mine.
Do you think it's like a line in a new printer where you have to like line up the dots and then print it and make sure it was right and then go like, is that what you're
That's
doing?
exactly right. That's exactly right.
Like, oh, hit me in the
It's what
cheek, a little to the
happens
left,
is-
a little to the left.
Yeah, if it comes out pink, you've done it wrong.
You've done it really, really wrong. Yeah.
The problem is we don't know for sure if the bidet works or not. We're asking you to spray your ass. We're asking you to spray your ass. We don't know for
I don't
sure.
know what this one is.
Fauci.
It's Fauci. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
this is Fauci. Okay.
Right, Dr. Anthony Fauci, the only voice of reason in the whole fucking country, okay? So, we recommend you spray your ass and just stay home. Stay home and spray your ass. You can't hurt to try, okay? Stay 6 feet away from other people spraying their ass on account of the aerosols. Okay? Right?
Oh God, this is so stupid.
Wait,
I
Mike,
know
do
what
that
you're talking
again.
about. I love it. I love it. I love whenever we get the medical advice on the show. I love it. Also heard Fauci recently said you can completely eat like shit your whole life. You live to 150. It's incredible. Fuck vegetables. That's what he said. I never said that. I said you're lonely. I said if you're lonely, fuck vegetables. That's what it's every time.
You realize that like you're 2 weeks of doing this from Carmel moving out, right?
Don't think I didn't tell Carmel to go have some fun with her friends during this 2 hours. I did.
Steve,
I
if
just
Ben doesn't
picture-
watch the show, there's no way Carmel watches the show.
No,
she just
sometimes she does. And then she tells me how it is afterwards. I'm like, oh, I'm glad. I didn't know. Yes, no.
All right, let's have another comic.
All right, let's do it. All right, so our second comic, also very funny. You've seen her on Brash Girls Club and Laughs Season 1 and 2. Give her very funny Leah Mansfield, everybody. Woo!
What's up? I was gonna say, man, I live in a house, so I have a garden hose with 7 settings. That's what I use. I don't need a bidet. It's pretty sweet. Works 2 hoses really. One for my girlfriend, but I live with her. We live in a house, and the previous owners were another lesbian couple, and then we took over, and so we call the house, if these walls could just shut the fuck up. I mean, if you've seen that movie, it's better, but chances are you have to be lesbian to see it. Yeah. So I'm Native American and Irish. That means I used to have more relatives, and then they got drunk and shot each other. So yeah, it really happened in 1928. 2 of my cousins on the reservation got in an argument over who was going to leave and go buy more booze. They got so mad that they got in a gun duel, and one of them shot the other one dead.
Oh, dear.
Right?
Aw.
Because now you have to.
Wait,
Leah, we
We
lost
lost
you for
you,
just a
Leah.
second there, Leah.
It was in 1928.
Leah, you froze
Oh,
for just a second. So
oh,
all you heard
good.
shot the other guy.
Yeah.
dead.
Oh, bummer.
You're
He's
completely
still here.
Actually, that is wild. That is wild stuff. We are losing.
Not in the middle of the set, Ben or Johnny or who the fuck. Sorry. Call to the couch in a minute.
Host of the show. Trying to help out.
Man, I had mics go out on me before, but it's
Yeah.
hard when you can't see anybody.
But if you go back to the booze, we didn't hear after that. So the
the
shot
booze.
each other. Yeah, shot each other.
Yeah, they shot each other over who was going to get more booze, which is stupid because if you win, now you have to get the booze. There's no Uber Eats. Oh man, I'm glad that worked because like the internet connection went out and then no one laughed and I was like, oh shit. I have a big family. I have 6 sisters and a brother. 4 of those sisters have been strippers. Yeah, 4 out of 6. Yeah, way to go, mom and dads. Strippers, you guys. There's a ton of dads. Some don't even have dads. My mom had fun in the 70s. Yeah. People have asked me if I've ever considered stripping. Like, you can't see it, but I got pretty small titties. I don't think these are the kind of boobs for stripping. These are the kind of boobs that say, go to college. Write checks. Just woodworking, you know? That's what I like to do, the woodworking. Good time. So ironic, right? All these lesbians working with wood. Oh, so man, and here's the thing. I got small boobs, but that's not the reason I would be a bad stripper, okay? I'm a Native American and Irish lesbian. There is no rhythm in that package, okay? basically just be me running up on stage, taking off all my clothes, be like, I'm cold. Is that light out over there? I'm gonna go fix that. Oh man, my dad came out to me as a bisexual cross-dresser recently. He says he wants to date men and he wants to wear women's clothes. And I was like, wow, finally my dad and I make one full woman. Yeah. The bras with straps, you're gonna love that, Dad. I gave them up years ago. My mom used to have funny sayings for us too. She's like, "You guys, were you raised by wolves?" And I was like, "Well, why don't you know? You're supposed to be in charge." Then I grew up and did some research on wolves. Turns out wolves are monogamous and mate for life. So definitely not, Mom. No, not at all. Yeah. I was also in the military. Any military folks out there? Anyone? Did we get a clap? Yeah.
Woo!
Great. Yeah, I was in the Air Force. My job when I was in was to launch nuclear weapons. That was my job. Yeah, it was pretty boring, actually. I don't know if you've looked outside. That's not what's happening. I did 254 alerts underground in a capsule, just, with one other person. I could have learned French or gotten a master's degree, learned guitar, started comedy. No, you know what I did? I watched over 200 episodes of Cops. The only thing I learned was don't go to Albuquerque. That place is a shithole. Oh, man. And people ask dumb questions about it too. Like, here's one I've gotten. Did you ever actually launch one? Like, don't you think you'd remember? Yeah, that'd be the end of things. That would be it. We would not be discussing anything right now. We'd just be looking for canned goods. It's always like a sad way to end my set, but yeah. Oh, someone said Vandenberg. Yes, I trained at Vandenberg. Yes, that's what someone said in the chat. Anyway, I've been Leah Mansfield. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Leah Mansfield.
Yeah, that was fun. You guys were a lot of fun.
Great
As
job.
always, the tip jar is open top right of the screen for our Venmo. You could PayPal, laughfromhome.com, or, of course, you can super chat. And, Leah, I do have a question. If small boobs make you go to college, does that mean A's get A's?
Oh, that's great. Yeah. A's get A's and no discounts. A's get A's and no discounts.
Of course, if you wanted
Pay
as a
full
tag,
price.
that is absolutely yours. D's get D's. There you go.
D's get D's, exactly. They have a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun.
He's nuts.
Yeah, I went to space camp. That's it. I didn't touch.
Can we put
touch
Savannah's
anyone.
background on for a second? Because she dug deep for this one.
Oh God.
That's
That is
incredible.
really good.
Yeah, that was the premiere of Laughs, actually. That was the first season premiere of Laughs.
That's
at the
me
Laugh
interviewing
Factory.
him on stage.
That's me interviewing him on stage. Don't.
Yeah, sorry, my fault. You are much closer to the camera than he is. You should.
As a good fan, she's making me look smaller by just being right in the front of the picture. Look smaller in comparison, because that's the fattest I ever was behind her. So thank you, Savannah, for supporting me. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Aw.
Nice.
That's really sweet. All the support for Bowers. Can I ask, why did I get yelled at for trying to fill the gap of a frozen camera? What was that shit? Frozen camera. Steve's like, and please, not during the set. There was frozenness.
First of all,
That was
Bowers
I
that
said it,
that.
and it was unfrozen by the time you started talking. She was back by the time you started talking. That was the problem.
Okay.
So I apologize. So, like your internet, you were 90 seconds behind again. So that's what's happening.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, he's laughing.
Oh, that's funny.
By the way, I just saw what. Can you show Tam's background for a second? Just.
Oh God.
Me flashing with solar panels on my chest for some reason, I think.
The new Iron Man.
No, those are solar panels. I saw the one that you guys put windmills, but that is I guess that's the green version of me, I guess. I don't know if this is a compliment or an insult, I'll be honest. I have no idea.
I think they're trying to kill you, Steve. If you had solar panels on your chest, you'd burst into flames. You'd be dead. That's not cool.
If I walked outside just holding my shirt up like that, I would burst into flames. Like that's I literally have a joke about how redheads can't protest, and I went to do so today, and I was like, I was like, Black Lives Matter, and I'm taking my own life into my hands to do this shit. That's what I'm doing right now.
Can I be honest? The big risk with the solar panels is all the dead birds are gonna hit you in the face. You're gonna get hit by dead birds. Okay? Windmills and solar panels, completely disastrous. Okay.
Wait, Ben, can you finish the impression here? Drink like this.
I support all drinking styles, okay, and also ginger lives matter, and you shouldn't be turning on me, okay, Steve? We're both gingers, okay? Okay? Is that okay?
No.
Rachel, catch us up on some tips.
All right. Savannah Martin tipped $10.83 and said, "Small-chested pole dancers for the win. We out here. We also have no rhythm." True.
Thank you.
True. Renee Hutchison tipped $10. Stosh tipped $25 and said, "Awesome job by one of my old USAF nuclear missile crew partners." And no, that's not a sex joke.
Oh, really? Wait, what was his name? Can you read the name again?
It was Stosh.
Oh, yeah.
Stosh
Kowalski. Yeah, Stosh Kowalski.
What
yes.
a cool name. That's like the coolest name I ever heard.
He's a cool dude, man. He's a cool dude.
You'd have to be.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be. You have to be good and tough.
Stosh Kowalski, you're just going to go through life having a good time, I would imagine.
I also
hey,
love
Stash Kowalski's here. Like, fuck yeah, I am. Let's go.
It makes sense that he's military because that absolutely sounds like something a sergeant would yell. Like just like, Kowalski, get over here! Like that's.
I expect to hear that name come up in Call of Duty World War II for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got?
We've got some more fun facts from Zara. She tipped 20 Aussie and said, "I love the set. Alpha wolf pairs are usually monogamous, but males will get with others in the pack. Here's the kicker. They usually stray with those that they're closely related to. Game of Thrones stuff."
Oh, God. That's maybe too much information about wolves. We just stop learning about wolves now. We know enough. They're safe. They're in Yellowstone or whatever. They're safe. Just stop it.
I think that was a report by one specific wolf whose husband stepped out on her and she's real pissed about it and wrote about it. Happened.
I know.
Sometimes these wolves leave with their secretaries.
He fucked his sister, Alabama wolf. Okay.
Yeah.
She's also a secretary.
We had Ron Wayner tip Leah $10, and then Tam. We had a late tip for Dwayne come in. Tam tipped Dwayne $5.
Thank you, Tam.
Nice.
Very cool. Yeah, Leah, people always say, I've heard many women in my life say, "Oh, I can never be a stripper. I have the body for it." I'm like, you've clearly never been to a strip bar. It's literally every body type there, and whatever you look like, there's a guy there that likes just her, and like comes every day and spends money. Like, it doesn't matter what they look like. And so,
yeah, there's a dancer at one of the strip clubs that looks like Bowers. It's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
My sister does look like me a lot. No, she's not a stripper.
Come on over. Do your dance, all right? I'm gonna give you a 2-minute dance. You're gonna love it. I'll make you come in your pants. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna rub myself on you. I'm gonna shake and grind myself right on your crotch area. You're gonna love it. Let me tell you. I grow on. Is that the hot dog in my pants, or am I happy to see you? We don't know.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I'm not gonna argue against that. That's probably a pretty good imitation of how I would be a stripper, for sure.
When I got to be an adult, I found out from my mom. I was about 9 years old when my oldest sister left to go be a stripper, and I didn't know this until I was an adult. But my mom, who's disabled, actually worked in the strip club as a DJ at night for where the same place my sister was working. So my mom was able to introduce my sister at the strip club. And I was like, oh, there is a job for me at the strip club.
Leah, coming to the main stage right now. Give it up for my baby girl. Sis!
I'm just so confused, Leah. How did you become a comic?
It's weird. Just perfectly normal upbringing. Just
like
job at the strip club could have been at the front door handing out the program to everybody coming in.
Extra, extra tonight. My sister, fully nude. My sister.
Oh my God! If I could have pocketed some of that money when I was 9, damn.
You'd be like, give it up for Cinnamon, but I know that's not her real name, but give it up for Cinnamon.
She actually used her real name on stage and told everyone it was a stage name because it was the one name no one would guess.
That's a solid move. That's a solid point.
Yeah. So we'll pretend her name is Michelle. It's not, but her name is Michelle and her stage name was also Michelle. And so guys would come up and be like, I know it's not Michelle. Tell me your real name. She goes, Cat. Pretty funny.
That's great.
It's a proud day in a boy's life when he gets a stripper's real name. Like that's when you really know he's made some inroads. You're like, cool. If you get in a real phone, you know you've done something because they all have a stripper phone for their customers. So if you get in the actual phone,
we all have different goals.
Yeah. Plus, it seems like every stripper would have a fake real name too, just to make you feel special. You know what I mean?
Yes. There's like layers of
How many layers
names.
does it go?
Right.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I got the 5th name. She must really like me. And she's got like 7 more, and you don't know.
What'd be great is if every name was a tier of how much money you'd given her. So like if you're like, hey, it's Linda, she's like, that's a $500 dude. Hey, what's up? If he calls you,
So their names are like the Patreon.
Exactly. Like she names them just so she has a reference of who to talk to. So when a guy comes in, if he remembers her and says the whatever name, she knows what level of giver he's going to be.
By the way, Leah, I thought before you explained why she used her real name, which is smart as a decoy, I thought you were saying it because like that was the name she would know to answer to. So like it was a clever way where you'd be like, "Come to the main stage, it's Sapphire," and she would just be sitting there. Like, Sapphire, that's you. You're Sapphire. No, I'm Linda. I don't know what you're talking. I'm Linda.
Well, when somebody strips, it really is about layers because they're peeling away not only clothes but a lot of childhood hurt. You understand? A pain down below. Okay.
Oh, wait,
You're right about that.
How about that?
Is it Dr. Phil?
That's right. That's right.
Oh, okay. Because of the bald head, I couldn't. Okay, I got it.
We're playing a game now called Name That White Person, Dwayne. We're doing it right now.
Yeah, and
By the way,
I don't mind, but we probably should keep it that way.
Ben, can we put Ben on screen for a second? No.
Yeah.
Put the face back on. I want to see what happens when you do this. Put the face back on.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What happens when you touch your face? I want to see what the animation does.
Here's what happens when I touch my face. Fuck you, okay? Touch my face.
I want to see if you can peel it off like Face Off.
Sure. Oh, you want to see me peel it off like Face Off? That's no problem. That's no problem at all. Hold on. It's weird. I'm back. I'm back. Let's go. Which white person is this, Dwayne? Which white person?
That's Nicolas Cage again. Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Can you wait, Ben? Can you put John Mayer on?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That would require creating a new 3D mask, and I don't have the time.
I love that, like, of the 3D masks you made, you're like, all right, I'm going to make Nicolas Cage, I'm going to make Dr. Phil, I'm going to make Donald Trump, and I'm going to make Bowers. Like, you were like, and Sylvester Stallone.
Let me just say, I do have John Mayer as my guest today. That's pretty exciting.
Now you have sunburnt Jay Leno.
Sunburnt Jay Leno. I've had a long time lately, ever since my show was canceled, and still look like Conan O'Brien. Working out in Jay Leno's garage, tinkering around, tinkering.
It's like if Jay Leno was at Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or whatever. He
Jay
ate the
Leno
chocolate wrong. Jay Loompa.
It looks like Jay Leno fell asleep on the beach. You know what I mean?
I was just on the beach, just scoping out some of the hot ladies. Had a nice day. And, just looking at it. I thought I had a lot of cars. You want to take a ride in one of my cars? I got a wonderful chocolate river here. If you'd like to see my chocolate river, it's a wonderful chocolate river. I'm getting a bidet installed soon. It'll be gone. Okay, it'll be gone.
Rachel, on that shit joke, what do we?
We have some stuff to catch up on. So Savannah Martin tipped $10, and she has a live question. So
good. I have a question.
Her.
Love it. Hey!
Have the book. We missed the book, Savannah.
Thank you. So Steve,
Adam is the book.
So I've procrastinated putting you in the book because I didn't want to make a seemingly unproblematic man problematic.
Okay.
And this I'm just kidding. It's not much of a question, but I did want to let you know that you have tweeted approximately 208 times with the word fuck.
Lifetime stats, Savannah, or is that this week?
That is appalling. That's only 208. What am I?
208 total. 38 times in 2020, 100 times since May 22nd, 2018, and your record in one tweet is 5 times at Donald Trump.
That a tweet.
I'm also curious if that was before the 280 character limit. Was that with 140 or with 280? Because with 140, it's much more impressive.
I didn't write down the date, but your first one ever was March 25th, 2009. And that was fuck this fucking cold. I need some sleep.
What was the one where I said it 5 times?
Oh, hold on. I have the picture. Just give me a second.
I want to see because Steve's got a lot of great big words. Steve and I both have great big words, and so sometimes we have to use big words when tweeting. Okay, you say fuck you. A lot of great stuff.
Here's what I love about this, by the way, Savannah. I've always had a theory of, like, the thing I would love to know most. Like, I would love if when we die we can find out our statistics of our whole life. Like the idea of, like, yes. Oh, I ate macaroni and cheese that many times. Like, just weird things like that. Just knowing what all our stats are. And I love that I now know my fuck on Twitter stats. Like, that's fantastic. And that is something that I want to now see if I'm in like, where the league standings are for the rest of the hosts. I'm curious if I'm in the league.
By the way, before my term is done, I'm going to fuck on Twitter, 100%. Live Periscope video.
So the tweet to Donald Trump was January 9th, 2019. And you said, I never thought I would say this to a president, but fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. Of all the awful things you've said and done and said you will do, withholding disaster relief due to political reasons is the most heartless. So fuck you, and fuck you.
Gotta say,
hashtag fuck you, I think.
I stand by it with the exception of I think he's done way worse stuff since. But at the time,
was that the Ukraine, not the Ukraine, the money he held from where? From the Joe Biden's son's country.
Yeah, Ukraine.
Ukraine. Okay. Yeah, that was around that time, right?
I think so, but it could be other things as well.
Right.
Like, which time didn't he do that?
But when he says fuck you, a lot of people are telling me he likes me, he's a fan, and he's coming around. Okay, a lot of people are saying. A lot of people. That's up to you. That's up to you.
A lot of Trump reminds me of that Homer Simpson line where Bart says, "This is the worst day of my life," and Homer goes, "This is the worst day of your life so far." This is the worst thing a president's ever done. This is the worst thing a president's ever done so far. You're like, oh
So
shit.
far.
Born like that. He's just a little boy.
Oh my
God.
Horrifying.
This is, I'm never going to be able to sleep again.
Oh God.
Just sleep.
But I call bullshit on how fast he was able to do that. Yet he wouldn't do John Mayer.
In fairness, Dwayne, that wasn't exactly 3D.
Right.
Or is it ever 3D?
Yeah.
It's not possible. All right, Rachel, catch us up and let's play this game.
Okay, so we had Joyce Gomez, $5 for Dwayne. We had
Thank you.
Jess, $10 for Leah. Joyce,
you.
$5 for Leah.
Thank you.
We had a Tiffany, $15 for the show. And I think we're caught up.
All
Right,
right,
excellent.
Well, let's play this game then. Band names for the hosts.
Okay, so
I can't wait. I'm a big fan of the show, and I can't wait so we can hear band name for the quarantine. I love it. My favorite, Queen Rachel. Love Queen Rachel.
Dwayne, who was that?
That was Clinton, but it's weird with Ben's hair because all these people have great hair all of a sudden.
Thank you. I did not have great hair with that one.
Oh my God.
all right. So these are the ones that I like that were unpaid, and then we'll go to our live audience. It looks like I've had 5 messages for a live audience, so 5 people. So the game was make a band out of the hosts. Chris Asmo. Ben folds 5,000 vintage ladies.
Perfect.
Amina Sala. Ari, embrace the stupidity. And then Tesha Lee, I really liked Bone Broth Thugs in Harmony.
Perfect.
All right. For our live audience, I love that they changed their name. So I don't know who the fuck some of these people are, but let's go to Sensei.
These are the ones these are ones you're voting on, comics from now on. These are the ones you're voting.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I had Blink 182 things in Ben's office.
Oh, yeah!
Nice.
Nice.
By the way, special shout out. I realized like how many, like your names, I had 2 or 3 lines in that entire movie, and your names are a breakdown of those lines. Like that is fucking incredible. I gave you no material to work with, and you guys still found a way to do it.
All right, let's go to Everest.
Okay. I've got a couple SDSC / like ACDC.
Oh, nice.
Puns and Roses.
Yes.
Huey Lewis and the Fake News. And No More Journeys.
Love that.
All right, let's go to Headband Tam.
Mine's totally pandering. It's Tom Petty and the Hofstetters.
Tom Petty and the Hofstetters.
Tom Petty and the Hofstetters. Nice.
I love it.
And the Raised Legs Pole. Oh, pose.
Your mind out.
It's not your fault you're thinking pole. It's not your fault you're thinking pole. All this stripper talk. Zara in a tank top. What are you going to do?
Apparently, Queen Rachel reads The Secret.
Trying to speak it into the world. Anyway.
I had red hot chili dogs.
Thank you.
And I
Nice.
had smashing pumpkins because Bowers don't fuck with vegetables.
Nice. Nice. And Queen Rachel's complexion matches your top.
Let's go to Ron.
You know, that was just because Rachel was in the sun today at the protest. That's not blushing. That's
Let me just say I was
progress.
normal skin color too before we saw that, but Eric, did you see this? A little embarrassed.
All right, so my entry, I had 4 non-blondes and a hot dog featuring SPF 10K.
Nice.
All right. So then these are the ones. These are the rest of them. So I've got Shannon Kerr had Steve Hofstetter Miller Band.
Nice. Some people call me a joker.
Not a toker though, except that one time.
Yeah, not a toker.
This next one's directed at Ben. Jonathan S. says, not the presidents of the United States of America.
Burn. That was a great burn.
In fairness, their band actually had a better press secretary. So
Secretary was a loser. Okay, was a loser. Candidate was a loser. Okay, it's very hard to win if you're not a loser. If you're a loser, you gotta do it.
Right.
Okay. Look at the way I've mismanaged this pandemic, like a winner does. Okay.
God, make it stop.
All right. We've got Shannon Kerr for Chris Jacobs with a twist. Tower of Bowers.
nice.
Lee Burks has the Rundowners.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I just say one more thing real quickly? Really quickly. If there wasn't a pandemic that lasted so long due to me mismanaging it so badly, you would never have the social distancing social club. So you're welcome. Okay?
And also, Mr. Trump, you have brought all the racists out to the front so we can find out who they are, which is also a good service that you've done for this country. They were all hiding a while, and now they're all like out being vocal, and we're gonna catch their asses. So,
And I would also just like to take a moment to wish a very happy birthday to anyone else.
Fuck you, Mr. Twitter poet. Okay?
By the way, do you know how many times I've tweeted with "I never thought I'd say this to a president," but it's more than once. It is definitely more than once.
Savannah does.
Hey, Savannah, do you know how many times?
No, but I can get that real fast.
Whose account is Savannah is a fucking god and it's just nipples? All right, there we can. We're not getting demonetized.
Now we're talking, okay? Now we're talking. We finally found my demographic. How are you? I'm looking
It's
for
gotta
your
be
vote.
Jess.
That's Jess for sure.
I'm looking for your vote. Okay.
Watch
All
her
right.
head just pop up.
What else do we have?
There it is. Yeah. We have. Did I do Lee Burks, the Rundowners?
Yep.
Yes.
That was the last
Okay,
one
so Shannon Kerr, Ben folds 5 glebe.
Nice.
Hidden Virus, Hasselhofster, and the Owned.
Did he have a band?
Yeah, he was huge in Germany. Remember, he was like a big. singer
Yeah, I
in
know he
Germany.
sang, but I didn't know if he had like a band. All right, well, that's fine. I got to do more research.
He wasn't
on
doing
my brother.
karaoke. I'm sure there was somebody behind him with a guitar or something. But.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, what else we got?
We have Renee Hutchison, red hot chili sauce on an Oreo.
Yes. Team Philly on Oreos.
And then Lucifer added to Jeremy Day's SDSC and said punderstruck.
Ponder.
All right, that's it.
All right. Well, let's vote
All right,
on
lots of
those.
good ones.
Leah, what was your favorite out of the ones from the live audience on?
Well, the punder. What? Say it again. The last one.
It was SDSC Punderstruck.
Punderstruck. Yeah. I had to listen to a lot of AC/DC growing up, so that was fun.
Had to. I love that.
Yeah. I
Those were
wanted to
angry
listen.
song.
That's
Yeah,
actually
I
what
was-
happened when she got caught in the war, and that was what they did.
Oh my gosh! Now I served during peacetime, man. It was a lot of fast food and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of ACDC in the silo. Dwayne, who's your vote?
Well, let me ask a question. The one guy, I think, was it Everest? He said SDSC, right? And then someone else said SDSC Punderstruck. So, like, are we treating those as two different things? This one would be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the second one's the second entry is the Punderstruck part. So.
Oh, just that part, not
okay.
the other part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's tough. I really like the Blink 182, but I think
Yeah, I like that one too.
I'm gonna go with Blink 182 things in Ben's office.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that one. Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Awesome.
Cool.
By the
Rach?
way, I love that Dwayne actually takes it seriously because I can't tell you how many comics have been like, "Sorry, wait, we were supposed to listen. Let me name 4."
The list. He was written down. His assistant handed to him off camera, which was nice. That was cool.
Oh, that's funny.
Ray, choose your vote.
My vote is for Lolo's Blink 182 Things in Ben's office.
All right, cool. I like the 4 non-blonde ones and Hot Dog. That was really funny, but I think I'm gonna go with Puns and Roses. I like Puns and Roses.
That was solid as well. Yeah.
Ben, what's yours?
Some really great ones. Loved Blink 182, but I like the deep cut. I'm going with red hot chili sauce on Oreos. Love it.
All right, excellent. And my vote is for the one that's already won, which is Blink 182 Things in Ben's office. That is fucking great. Oh, closer runner-up was not the President of the United States of America. It was also.
She's got tiny hands. Look at that.
Yes.
That was
Little
amazing.
Trump hands.
Yes. All right. Well, you know how to claim the prize already. So, all right. Comedians, do you have any that you want to submit, or any of the hosts?
I just had one that someone already said, the 4 non-blind ones, so that was pretty dope. And then yeah, that's it. I'm hopefully doing live shows soon in Utah in July and maybe Australia in August, but we'll see.
All right.
All right. Awesome. You don't have to plug right now. We're not at that point yet.
I know. It just came to me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We just want to make sure Leah wasn't confused. Leah, did you have anything?
Oh yeah. Oh, I was gonna say Jefferson Hofstadter.
Ooh.
The airplane or Jefferson Starship.
Yeah.
like it.
Well, that airplane is definitely not from Air Canada. All right, Bowers, you have none, right?
Oh. And.
I personally don't have any, but my dear friend here has 3 of them. Antonio, would you like to? Antonio Banderas wants to do 3.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Love him.
Hello. It's wonderful to be here with you. Outro, distancing, Spojo. And now, my 3 entries for the game. Bare naked Hofstadter nipples. Chris B on the winners. And my personal favorite, Little Hands and the Vintage Ladies.
All right, I've got a couple. I'm just gonna do them as myself because I don't have a fancy Antonio Banderas mask.
You're a mask. I am Antonio Banderas. How dare you disgrace me and my family like this?
I was referring to Bowers has a fancy Antonio Banderas mask. He just hasn't shown us yet.
He better produce it, or I will go Zorro on your ass.
Hey, Steve, can I? I just thought of one. It's not going to be great, so I want to throw it in before you do your magic. Just run BSC. There you go. Boom.
Nice. All right, I've also got a Blink 182 one. I have Blink and You'll Miss Bowers Eating a Hot Dog 182. I also have another one for Bowers, which is Green Vegetable Day. I have the Jamie Kennedys.
Nice.
And then also Talking Heads, and then also a head telling the rest to fuck off.
Hey, we should do a retrospective at some point on all of Jamie Kennedy's appearances on the show and call it Hot Tub Time Machine.
I think that's a good pitch. I think that's a good title. I think it'll get made. I think that'll get made for sure. All right. Well, we did it. Fun show. So let's say goodbye to the comics. Leah, where can we find you out in the world?
I have Instagram and Twitter at Leah Mansfield. I was first for Leah Mansfield's on Twitter. You can follow me there. And my dog also has an Instagram because I'm a lesbian. So
Great excuse for stuff. I love that.
What's his Instagram? Is it at because I'm a lesbian? Is that what it is? Or
no, it's a her, and it's Willow Bean the dog.
All right, Willow Bean the dog sounds good.
She's an
Dwayne,
obnoxious little Sorry.
No, go ahead, Leah. It's a Chihuahua.
Yeah. I'm done. Sorry.
Dwayne, where do we find you at?
You can find me Dwayne Perkins on Instagram, spelled DWAYNE. I'm Funny DP on Twitter, and Dwayne Perkins on everything else. Yes.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Audience, you especially killed it today. Wow, that was fun.
What a great
everybody.
audience.
I mean, literally, I'm
oh
gonna
my
be,
goodness.
Thank
you guys
so
were
much.
a lot of fun.
I gotta
So
say,
fun.
I am very, very impressed, especially because there were more of you that did that than probably watched most movies on Lifetime. So, big deal. I'm gonna show this episode to the director of the movie, and I think he'll get a kick out of it. This was hilarious. So nicely done.
And we all know that he's got the time because he's not working, you know?
Sick burn.
Sick
Sounds like
burn
Corona,
to
right?
someone
Not 'cause he
very
made that
successful
movie.
Whose
Corona.
movies you have not been in.
Very cool. You can find me at Bowers Comedy. You can find me at Bowers Comedy. I've got the shows next week with Steve for his with his watch party, and then Ben for his birthday. NowhereComedyClub.com. Check that out. Ben, you got anything coming up soon?
Look, Ben had to go, but just quick thing. There's a pandemic out there. The air's full of deadly juice. So stay in. Go see Ben Glebe's birthday show at Nowhere Comedy Club on June 19th. And don't touch anybody. Just stay home. Why did he become Gilbert Gottfried now?
I was gonna say. I was just about to say that.
That's who it was before you guys told me it was Fauci. Like, I really thought.
Gilbert Gottfried should be Trump's head medical officer. Go fuck yourself, and maybe you die, maybe you don't die. Who cares?
One of my favorite phone calls I've ever gotten in my whole life. When I owned the comedy club, we had Gilbert Gottfried came in, beautiful human, right? And one day, I'm like, "You need anything? Just call me." And like 3 PM, he calls me one day, and he goes, "Can you bring me a sandwich?" Yes, Gilbert, I will bring you a sandwich. That was all he said. Can you bring me a sandwich? And then he hung up. Like, all right.
Good Gilbert Gottfried impression.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
All right, and as for me, I got my watch party, and I got a full show coming up at Nowhere. Go to nowherecomedyclub.com as always. So this is where we say goodbye to our video audience and our comedians. But I
we
want
want to say
to...
happy birthday to Leah. See, they just up in the chat. It's Leah's birthday, so happy birthday.
Oh,
Leah.
nice. Happy birthday, Leah.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Happy
I thought there was
birthday.
another Leah.
No, Leah
I thought there was
Lamar.
another Leah.
It's another
Right?
Leah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's another
My
Leah.
birthday's in September. Yeah.
That's different.
Okay, that's why I was like, why is she so confused? She should know when her
Yeah.
birthday is, and then she did.
I should.
Oh,
Well, let us
so
be
Leah
first.
Lamar's birthday.
Let us be the first to wish you a happy birthday. It is Leah's
You got it. You're number one, Ben. You got it.
I'm actually wishing you a
Great
late
work.
birthday from last year. I apologize.
Oh,
so.
you know what? I'm still waiting to hear from my uncles, so you're good.
It's also my birthday too, so fuck all y'all, okay? Fuck all
Yeah, I believe I've
Rachel,
covered that on Twitter already.
Rachel, anything to catch up on?
Yeah, we just had who was it? Samuel Carr sent the show $10.
Nice.
Very cool. Well, thanks, Rach.
Yeah, excellent.
being here yet
And so we'll say goodbye to our comics and our audience right now. But before we go, I do, as we said in the beginning of the show, you know, a couple of us were out at the protest today, and I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. If you have not been to one and you are not, I understand some people are immunocompromised, and so it is a big risk. We're not telling anyone to do that. If you can do so safely, being a part of one, even if it is just, some people were like on the top of a parking garage yelling down, like there are ways to do it at a distance as well. It was an incredible experience to be a part of. It's also an incredible thing to just see the humanity of it, because there will always be funny things that happen even in moments like this. One of the speakers was like, and now I'd like to do a poem I wrote. And I'm like, only fucking in LA is someone going to turn this shit into an open mic. Like,
Right.
like this is ridiculous. Or they're like, and you can follow me on Instagram at, you know, like, so there's still stuff like that. It was also combined with Pride, which was amazing to see two communities come together. But also there were a couple of people who were clearly just there for Pride and didn't understand that it was also Black Lives Matter. Like, there were definitely people who just put on their best booty shorts to fight injustice.
Right.
There was all kinds.
There was a moment where we felt like we were really sticking it to the man. I felt like when there was 50,000 or more people with Black Lives Matter signs passing by the dental place with a huge sign in the window that said "free whitening." So I felt like
Whitening for life, and we're like, whitening lives. Come on, that's not. We don't need to get into that. But yeah, there were some really. I mean, even in something like this, you can be able to laugh. And we were able to laugh, and it was great to be there with friends, and it really was. I admit I was scared going into it, and the second we got there and we just had all that energy around us, it just felt so incredible and important. And so if any of you can make something that's going on by you safely, please do. It really will make a difference. So just wanted to say that before we finished.
Nice, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. And also, there's no real reason to be scared once you get out to these things. You realize that the little bit of violence there was the first few days, that was a fringe element, but this was literally huge numbers of people that were out there just supporting a very important cause, which is, I don't understand how it's controversial or up for debate. It's equality for human beings. It's insane that is not the most obvious thing for us all to easily be able to stand up for and stand behind. So just do something. Please just do something, because like I said at the beginning of the show, they can't say no to everybody. If the entire world and if everybody in this country for the issues we are facing stands up and says, we will no longer stand for this. We must restart, retrain, replace the police, divert funding, and make all of the policies in place that can actually take the action to reduce police brutality and get rid of this scourge in our society, we can have the world that we want. And even if you're like indifferent about it for some weird callous reason, wouldn't you rather live in a chiller, happier world anyway? So just support your fellow human beings, and everybody wins. There's not a loser in that. So
And I'm so glad you did not say that as Nicolas Cage. That would have really muted it was incredible. And also, speaking of safety, you know, there were only a few of the 100,000 people we saw. There were only a few not wearing masks. Almost everybody had masks on, which was incredible and impressive. I think the most dangerous thing about it for me was just the sun. And aside from that, it was.
If you're gonna do it, wear the mask, okay? Please wear the mask.
Jesus Christ! I thought we were past it.
You brought it up.
Anyway,
brought it up.
Yeah. Point is, you guys, you've heard what we have to say on it, and but we just wanted to share with that. So, that said, let's say goodnight, everybody. So, shut your cameras off and whatnot, and that's it.
Thank you, guys. See you.
Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you so much, Leah. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. And yeah, great show again, guys. Thanks so much, and keep fighting the fight. Proud of you.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go put aloe on just in case. You never know.
I don't know who Aloe is, but let me just say.
Oh God.
We have a great show there, okay? And we're still on top of the show. We're gonna have a good show. And I was wanting to build a four-legged tripod, and I think we did it today together. We did it with one team, okay? And people always asking me, what's in the box? And to me, what's in the box is in your head, you know what I mean? It's mental. It's what's in the box. It's your fortitude and your ability to persevere. You understand? So that's what could be inside each of your own personal boxes, okay?
But what's in the actual box?
No, I can't hear you the question.
Show me your box.